we decided to leave the busy Dublin capital and head down to the countryside to the home of Bernard Jackman and Sean O'Brien to see for ourselves how Leinster support had grown outside of Dublin. Our destination was Tullow Rugby Club in the county of Carlow. Here we are with PJ Tompkins, who's in fact the next door neighbour of Bernard Jackman and avid Leinster supporter.
We'd love to get another few lads like Sean O'Brien, and there's lots of them in Tullow Rugby Club and Bernard Jackman, but it's great to see that they're getting a chance. Like one time they wouldn't even look down past the Nath Road, but at least now they're coming down a bit farther, and if they keep coming down farther we'll keep adjusting.
And one of the things you were telling me earlier on was actually the Carlow women down here that support Leinster are much better looking than the D4 women. I know the whole C4 concept down here, the explosive concept you have down here, but tell us a bit about that. Like, I mean, it's a fact you say, because you're involved in the roads of tree and all that, and you see the thoroughbreds that come out of Carlow, whereas up in D4 you get a few donkeys and all that. Elaborate on that for us.
Well, down here we've all the good beef and all down here. And as the legs on them we look for first. If they haven't got good legs, see up in Dublin there with them D4 ladies, their legs will be only like knitting needles. So if they got a good belt, like, they'll be gone over, you know, where the country lady will stick all the good pushing and shoving you can give her. She'll hang on. You know, she'll go through muck, she'll go through anything.
And tell us, you have a few memories, I'd imagine, of good old Jacko and Shawnee O'Brien. Tell us a funny story here too about the lads. And, you know what I mean? No, you can hang them out to dry all you like.
No, I wouldn't hang any of them guys out to dry. They're too big for me to hang out to dry.
Back down for you.
Well, myself and Vinnie Mann trained Sean from when he was under 12s up till he left the scene here in Tullow, like, you know. And Sean never forgets where he came from. He's a fantastic guy. He coached the team here for the last 2 years with me as a standby sort of, like, but I had him for the 2 years before that, and then Sean came on board to offer his experience from training with Leinster and that. And Birch helped us about 5 or 6 years ago to get out of Division 3, like, you know. So the lads never forgot where they came from, and it's not all about D4.
Brilliant. Well, listen, best of luck to all yourselves in the future. Unfortunately, we'll be hanging around here for the day, so you can toss the old yard brush too. I'll give you a dig out.
You can get on the paint man.
We'll give it the go, you know us Jackies. So here we are with PJ Haskins, chairman of Tullow Rugby Club, and the brains behind the whole project down here. PJ, you're very welcome to Profan. Thanks a million for joining us.
Come on, Conor, no bother.
How great does it feel? How proud are you on the eve of seeing Sean O'Brien running out now in Paris tomorrow?
Oh, sure. We're over the moon, like, and the whole town, Tullow, a population of 3,500 people are behind Sean, you know, and you'll see that maybe through your evening this evening and tomorrow, like, that everyone's well backing him, and we're all over the moon from delighted for Sean. He's a great ambassador to Tullow and to Tullow Rugby Club.
So tell us, what extent, I mean, how many bus loads, I mean, are leaving here kind of on a weekly basis for Magnus League games and a whole lot?
Well, sure, like, you're in T4 now, as we call it, so you know what I mean, not C4, so we call it T4. But from Tullow, like, you would probably leave, you know what I mean, the Tower Arms, the Irish Bar would run maybe buses, maybe going to matches. They'd have maybe a 70-seater and a 30-seater there to every Leinster Magnus League game. You'd also have kids going from the club here to be arranging maybe more bus loads to go on as well. So, you know what I mean, like, we're delighted with rugby that has come outside Dublin, you know what I mean, it's come outside past Newlands Cross and has come down to here, and, you know what I mean, Sean, Bernard, Jackman have been great ambassadors for that, for the rugby in the country, you know. So yeah, we're delighted with that, like, but, like, rugby is in vogue at the moment, and as I said to you before, like, there have been bad times with rugby, but we forget about all them things when things were going well.
So over the years, have you found an actual transition, you know, from Munster support down here actually to Leinster?
That's a fair point, Conor. Like, there would have been a lot of, should we say, Munster supporters in this Carlow / Kilkenny area, maybe, you know, the extra, because Carlow, you know, Tullow was seen as country clubs, and Munster was allocated with being a country club as well, and that kind of leadership came across. But yeah, no, we'd be all true blood Leinster supporters now, you know what I mean? But because Leinster has kind of come outside the pale, outside Dublin, and, you know, they got down with the people, and we're happy with that.
So here we are with Brendan Hennessy, one of Ireland's most charismatic broadcasters and legendary rugby commentator. Brendan, thanks for joining us here today. You're very welcome on the show.
No problem, Conor. Nice to see you.
Excellent stuff. Tell us, Brendan, right, first up, okay, as you know, D4, okay, is considered the exclusive breeding ground for Leinster rugby. But we're down here in Carlow today, right, and you have a different slant on things. Give it a lash there. What's it all about?
Well, I don't really know how to answer that question, but Carlow, in relation to rugby, Carlow is strong. Have to be honest about that. Presently, Sean O'Brien, Bernard Jackman, you know all about the lads. They have a connection with Tullow. Sean grew up through Tullow. OK, Bernard was educated in Newbridge, but it's still only up the road. And in relation to Dublin 4 rugby, the players themselves will now acknowledge the fact that, you know, go through the team. Shane Horgan, County Meath, Rob Carney, County Louth, Bernard Jackman, Carlow, Wicklow, Sean O'Brien, Tullow, County Carlow, Gordon Darcy, Wexford, with a strong Carlow connection. He actually lived down here. So go right through the team. And you have fellas from right throughout Leinster.
You've done a bit of research on this, have you?
Well, if you support Leinster and you're involved broadcasting matches and that, you know a little bit about the lads. But in fairness, the lads are the first to say that it's not only Dublin 4 now. We always thought that, and we always thought we weren't really wanted, but we've made our presence felt. And to be honest, I really think there's probably another 100 Sean O'Briens out there. There's another 100 Shane Horgans. They came through the Leinster youth policy, Shane Horgan did. So, you know, there has to be lots more out there. You don't really have to go to college to get on the Leinster team. Come on, come down to Tullow, come down to Carlow, go to head school. There's plenty of good rugby players down here as well.
Head school's about the head shops. There's one of them burning today in Cable Street, I can tell you. And I mean, the extraordinary thing that really comes across, I mean, from talking to all the folk down here, is when you take your Jackmans, you take your Sean O'Briens, but how much they actually give back to the community. You know what I mean? Tell a little bit really about, I mean, what the lads are still involved in down here.
Yeah,
you know?
Good point. Any hard luck story in the Carlow, Wicklow area, anywhere down around the southeast, Sean O'Brien, Bernard Jackman, never found wanting. Autographed jerseys, autographed footballs, all the charities, local charities. Bernard actually judged the local Rose of Tralee competition, and he was a big hit as well. He was a big hit, yeah. He said he wished he was 20 years younger, but however. Sean was actually an escort that same night. Now, I'm not sure whether Michael Checa knows that or whatever, but I think there might have been a match sooner after that. But no, the lads are very much involved in the community, and I know that from listening to what I hear up the country as well, Shane Horgan, Devon Toner to a certain extent across Meath. There's another lad, you know, he comes from Minalty in County Meath. You know, he's now the tallest rugby player in the world. That's so. There's one player in Wales, I think there might be a millimetre or two between them, but we'll say Devon is the tallest.
What's millimetres amongst friends, you know?
What's a millimetre in Meath?
So here we're joined by Sean O'Brien's father. This is Sean O'Brien Senior, and the original. For all you folks at home, this is the original Cass, right? This is what everyone wants to know back at home, right? Because your son Sean is also called the Cass, but you're the original. Tell us all about it.
Oh, well, it's, when I was playing rugby, if there was a row or anything, Cassius Clay was around, so well, I'd use my fists.
Cassius Clay, and you think I'm really going to buy that?
Well, that's the way. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Well, as local legend would have it now, I'm just looking at you now. You're a very good looking man, I must say. You know what I mean? You're still holding your own, the whole lot. You know what I mean? Nice twinkle in the eye there. Would it have anything to do with the females?
No, it wouldn't. No. Keep well away from.
Keep well away from them.
Yeah.
Would they ruin it?
Keep Sean away from them as well.
And how's that going?
It's not going too well.
Well, he's single at the moment.
Oh, he is. Hopefully he'll stay that way.
Well, I tell you, he'll have his pick of his field. I think he's his father's looks as well, the whole cast thing.
Oh, maybe he has, yeah.
You're being very kind. You're not giving too much away, I tell you. You're like Cassius Clay, as says, keep it on the end of your jab.
Yeah, about that.
Were you as good a boxer as you were a politician?
I was, yeah. It was handy enough.
So as you can see, folks, Leinster rugby is booming outside of Dublin. We may be a long way from the RDS, but it's right here, in places like Tullow Rugby Club, where dreams of future generations begin.